Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I really hope you're all well. Today's video I'm really excited to film actually. I've had kind of a slow start to January. I kind of recalibrated. I've been aligning myself. It sounds so like hippie-ish, but it was very needed, let me tell you. But I'm now ready to kind of spring back into 2020 at the start of February. I'm so excited for kind of everything I have planned and everything I am aiming to achieve this year. So with that, I wanted to bring you guys a video about how to make 2020 the best year of your life. So I have spoken quite candidly about 2019 and how that was for me the best year yet. I conquered so many demons. I pushed so many of my own boundaries, and honestly I just embraced the year, and I am so proud of myself for doing that because I absolutely smashed it, guys. Like I hit targets for my business, I hit targets for kind of my Instagram and stuff like that. I had so many incredible opportunities come my way, and I'm so grateful for all of it. But that is exactly the energy that I want to bring into 2020, so that's what we're going to talk about today. So tip number one: hydrate yourself. Oh my god, drink more water. I'm so bad at doing this, but this is the year that I'm going to embrace hydration. I'm going to be the hydration queen because I'm so fed up of not being. I know for me, if I don't drink enough water, my face goes puffy, I bloat, I feel lethargic, I get headaches, and I just do not feel like I'm living my best life, and I have no time for that in 2020. 2020 is the year that I am going to literally boss everything that I try and do. So for me, drinking more water is number one on that list. If nothing else, it will just make you feel so much better. So definitely make sure you do that this year. It's such an easy thing to do, but honestly for me, I am so bad at remembering to drink anything that I find it quite tricky. So that is my number one thing. Number two, say yes to everything that you can. So in 2019, I had the best year of my life, as I've already said. And in October, I had like a certain thing happen which pushed me so far out of my comfort zone. I was freaked out, I was scared, I was excited, I was like every range of emotions. And while I was on the plane over there, I kind of said to myself, like, this is the trip. You need to say yes to everything. Like, you need to embrace this. You need to embrace every opportunity that comes your way on this trip, because you can't keep living and being too scared to live, which is kind of how I had been feeling. So I kind of got off that plane and I was just ready to accept everything that came my way, and I honestly had the best 2 weeks of my life out there. Like, it was incredible. I felt the most free and the most happy and the most liberated I've ever felt in my life, and I can't wait to bring that energy back into this year. Sorry if I've changed position slightly, guys. My camera actually just died then, so I'm now trying to like pick up where I left off. But basically, since coming back to the UK, I kind of struggled to keep that same energy. I had a really tough start to this year as well, so it's been hard. It's been a rough couple of weeks, but I'm determined to get that free, liberated feeling back because I have never felt better in my life. I actually have a trip coming up in March as well, which I'm so excited to embrace everything that's going to come my way with that trip, and I'm just very excited to live 2020 as that individual that I discovered last year, because she was so new to me. Like, I had never met this girl before. I was like, hang on a minute, this is me. But it felt the most true and authentic version of myself, and that is what I want for this year. I want to be that version of Lucy the whole way through 2020. And the way I discovered that version of Lucy was by saying yes to things, even though it was things that scared me, even though it was things that I wouldn't necessarily normally do. And obviously within this, like, please be safe. Like, I'm not saying say yes to situations that feel dangerous, or saying yes to like drugs or alcohol or something like that, unless that is what you want to do, in which case, you know what, you do you. I'm not encouraging it, but I ain't gonna shame anyone for their choices either. But as long as you feel safe, and as long as it's something within your capabilities, try and say yes to things and push those boundaries, because I don't think you'll regret it. And if you do, I'm sorry, but I don't think you will. Number three, be more grateful. I have always struggled with a positive mindset. I find it very easy to slip into negative thinking, and especially if, like the start of this year, I'm going through a tough time, I tend to slip back into thinking negatively rather than thinking positively all the time. But I'm also a believer in the law of attraction, and what you put out there, you bring back to you. So by putting out all that negativity into the universe, I'm actually bringing it back to me. And I've really experienced that this month. You know, I had an awful thing happen at the start of the month, which really knocked me, and I was completely devastated. But then I fell into this cycle of negative thinking, and within that time, not only did I have the original awful thing happen to me, but I had 2 more minor bad things happen to me. I had my laptop that I rely on for work break, so I'd had to fork out an extortionate amount of money to replace that. I then dropped my phone and smashed it, and I was in a cycle of what more can happen. And the more I thought that, the worse it got, and I was bringing all this negativity into my life. So a week ago I thought, you know what, enough is enough. Like, I need to stop this before it gets even worse. So instead of thinking negatively, I flipped it on its head and I started trying to be more positive. The way I started trying to be more positive is literally starting every single day by thinking what I'm grateful for, and ending every single day by thinking what I'm grateful for. And by taking kind of 3 minutes when I wake up and 3 minutes before I go to sleep to jot down some gratitude lists, to jot down what I enjoyed about that day, how I was going to make the next day great, it's really helped to improve my mindset. There are a few journals that you can get which can help you with this, so I will link them in the down bar below. They're not affiliate links, they're just Amazon links. So if that is something that you think will help you with it, I will drop a few of my favourites into the down bar for you to have a look at. Another thing I highly recommend looking at if you're into the law of attraction, or if you want to learn more about it, is reading The Secret by Rhonda Byrne, or also watching the Netflix documentary. I've not actually watched the documentary, it's on my list. I believe it is basically the book. It's just conducted interviews and the information contained within the book. But that book actually did change my life a little bit in, I think I read it the first time in 2016, I read it again last year, and I'm actually going to read it again before the end of January, because it does just help you to get into a more positive mindset and a way of kind of thinking good things and putting good energy out into the universe rather than bad energy. And even if you don't believe in the law of attraction, surely feeling happier each day is going to make you feel better, even if it doesn't bring anything into your life. Like, that's my thoughts anyway. So definitely embrace that, because that made a huge difference to me last year. It's making a huge difference to my mindset already this year, and I'm hoping it's going to bring so many good things to me throughout 2020. Number 4 is talk to somebody. Now, I know that mental health counselling isn't easily accessible to everybody. I believe there are a range of online services now that you can tap into if you need them. Obviously, you've also got your doctor, your local mental health team, hospitals and private counsellors. There are a huge range of people that you can go to talk about mental health needs if you feel comfortable doing so. If you don't feel comfortable doing so, simply talk to a friend or a family member that you can trust. But honestly, in 2019, I found talking therapy to be the most pivotal change in my life. It honestly it changed everything. It helped me work through so many issues that I've had since childhood. It helped me confront so many demons. I learned so much about myself, the way I react to things, how I want to be, the person that I want to become. And I feel like I only learnt those lessons, and I only started to be able to put those into practice through going to therapy regularly. And it's something I'm 100% doing the whole way through this year, because it makes me a more well-rounded individual. And like I say, I cannot recommend it enough. If you're in a position to be able to do it, and if you feel comfortable enough to do it, then please reach out to somebody, because honestly, it changed everything for me last year, and I really want you guys to be able to experience that too if you haven't already. And finally, number 5 is just simply move more. Honestly, just choosing to run up the stairs rather than walk up them, or choosing to walk rather than get public transport if it's possible, makes such a difference. This year I have a really bad back at the moment, so I can't actually go to the gym and exercise in the way I normally would, so I'm trying to walk more every single day, and it is honestly changing so much for me already. I can't wait for this to be a year where I transform how I feel about myself and my body through exercise. It makes me feel so much happier, it makes me feel so much more positive, and that is definitely the energy that you guys need for 2020. Everybody needs that energy. Who doesn't want to be positive and happy and feeling confident and good about themselves? It's not about weight loss necessarily, it's about feeling healthy, and it's about feeling good in your body and good in your skin, no matter your size, your weight, whatever. If you're feeling good in your skin, then you're feeling happy, and that is the most important thing. So guys, I really hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, please give me a thumbs up, let me know in the comments. Also, let me know if you've got any ways of making 2020 the best year yet as well. I would love to hear your thoughts on this. If you're new around these parts, please do make sure you subscribe, and as always, I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.